Alright, so boom. I have just seen the best movie that I could have seen for this year. And that was Halloween Kills, starring and featuring Michael Myers. Obviously, it's spooky season. It's October 2021. And I watched that movie with a big smile on my face. And I want to emphasize the reason why. The reason why is because me being a crossover kid and seeing Michael Myers in media that I enjoy, such as, for example, Dead by Daylight, doing his thing, shanking up people and, you know, stalking and looking devilish in the distance. Like, seeing him in that has made me interested in his character. I've tried to watch Halloween movies in the past. I know there was one that released a couple of years ago, featuring the original cast member. I can't remember her name. I think her name is like Laurie something. She's also in Dead by Daylight, by the way. And it's obviously got Michael Myers in there, and he escapes from prison. I'm not going to say too much, just in case this review convinces you to go and, you know, watch the ones before. But yeah, I tried to get into it before and I just didn't take it seriously. But obviously watching that movie just now is making me and you know, friends that I watched it with too want to go back and watch the ones beforehand, because that movie was absolutely sick. Do you know how much Michael Myers is an absolute bad man? I rate him so highly. You're not meant to rate the killer. You're not meant to rate him. You're just meant to hate him. But I rate him so highly because my man's coming like a super villain, bruv. The one that you just can't defeat. Like, I'm loving it so much. And as I said, the power of crossovers, seeing him in Dead by Daylight, and, you know, seeing him do his thing, and then watching him do his things in the media that he's originally from, makes me love who he is. And probably the person that I was with, or the people that I was with in the cinema, probably thought, "Rah, this guy is smiling too much at people getting killed, looking at me." But I couldn't help it because, bruv, they made man look like an absolute sicko. And I appreciate it. Like, I appreciate it. And, you know, go and watch it. All I'm going to say is go watch the movie. Go watch the movie. Go watch how such a presence is known from this man. If he even is a man. The whole of the movie, let me get into the grisly details. The sound design, the 4K. You know, when you watch movies that were set in the past, a horror movie that's kind of like, not set in the past, because this movie wasn't set in the past, but you know movies from the past, you know, they don't really match up to the future, and, you know, things could feel corny and weird because the humor that they would have had from that, I wouldn't say humor because it's a horror movie, but you know what I mean, like the humor, the energy and everything that they would have had from back in the day wouldn't match to today's standards and the way, you know, maybe a 4K movie would make you feel. This movie matches the energy of an old school movie. And if you're old head like me that appreciates movies like Terminator, you know, Alien and stuff like that, it matches up to that vibe. So the cinematography and everything is just perfect. The 4K, there's a point in it, you'll notice it. There's a point in it where it feels like it's done the old effects. You know, some of the old school things where, you know, maybe you would have watched the old movie and you see him digging his fingers into like a watermelon in order to have special effects. There's a point in this movie where they do it, but it's laughable, but it's also admirable because it feels like homage. It feels like what it should have been as a continuation from what old school movies would provide in a new school setting. I really do appreciate it. As I said, audio was amazing. The people I was with was jumping at certain points where, you know, obviously it's got loud. That was amazing. What else is there? Characters all played their parts perfectly. You know, when you look at people, you think, rah, okay, like this guy thinks he's serious. Like this guy thinks he's going to be the one that's going to defeat Michael Myers. Is he going to do it? These people believe that they're going to end Michael Myers' terror, his reign. Is he going to do it? Well, watch the movie and find out. As I said, that was my best movie of 2021 so far. I fully rate that movie a 5 out of 5 or 10 out of 10. One thing I do advise as well, get a bottle of your favorite alcohol because you'll enjoy it even more. Get a babes. Yeah, get a babes and sit down and watch it with her. And have a whale of a time, because Michael Myers is the absolute bad man of bad men out there. Killers. Like what this has done for me is just making me want to watch all of the other killers and rate who's the best one out of all of them. So like, I want to see Freddy do his thing. I want to see Jason do his thing. I want to decide who's the baddest man out of all of them. That's what this movie has done for me. So people, happy Halloween for 1. 2, if you enjoy my little review, please subscribe, drop a like, comment, go watch the movie, come back and comment again and tell me your little vibes for it. Yeah, man, I'm the crossover kid. I'm Dos Grande, and I appreciate you all, man. That movie was sick. Go watch it. Feel like me. Come back and smile like me. And yeah, man. If you enjoy crossovers, if you enjoy little reviews like this, myself, Dos Grande, will have you covered for the future and beyond. Just make sure that you stick around. So hit that subscribe button, and I will see you on future videos. Amigos, I love you lot. You know what I'm gonna say, and it's adios, amigos.